Lots of reasons to simplify your financial life and transfer your 401k to an IRA when you retire. However, it's not one size fits all. There's definitely one time when you don't want to transfer all of it. I've got that in a real life planning scenario. That and more coming up. When you retire, odds are it's going to make sense for you to transfer your 401k to an IRA. Many people call this a rollover. Technically, a rollover is something else. You transfer your 401k to an IRA. But it's not one size fits all. You got to work with your certified financial planner and consider whether that is the right thing to do. But 99 times out of 100, most of the time, it's going to make sense to do that. Why? Within your IRA, you've got a lot more investment choices than just the limited list you have within your 401k. You can also set up that buckets of money approach and invest your 401k, your IRA, your retirement proceeds into the personal pension plan. That's what we call it, where you invest those dollars based on the time horizon that you're going to be using them. And that's a far better way of investing in retirement than just diversifying and selling a little bit from all of your holdings every single month to supplement your Social Security. That's reverse dollar cost averaging, not a good idea. You also have a lot of withdrawal flexibility from an IRA, more flexibility than you have with 401k and flexibility with your withholding. So lots and lots of reasons why it's going to make sense for most people to transfer their 401k over to an IRA when they retire. But is there ever a time when you wouldn't want to transfer all of your 401k to an IRA? Yes. This is why you got to work with a certified financial planner. Here's a scenario. A couple, he's 57, has been working for the same employer for his entire career, 30 plus years, okay? And thankfully, it's a pension covered job. It's a difficult job. It's a challenging one. And he's been at it for a long time, but covered by a pension. Well, just earlier this year, he reached the rule of 85 for his pension, meaning his age plus years of service reaches the 85 or above so that he could qualify for his full pension. He would be able to retire and draw his pension at an unreduced amount. And that's what he did. He decided to semi-retire, stop working for that employer, turn on his pension, and go work part-time. His spouse, she's worked part-time for several years. And so yeah, that was his decision. And then afterwards decided to come in and work with the certified financial planner to say, hey, was this the right decision? Honestly, was this the right decision? Am I able to retire, or do I need to stay working or get a different job where I'm making more money? And then what do I do with my 401k? And there were some other big decisions that they needed to make. Now, the good news is the pension's significant, over $5,000 a month. And folks that, number one, it's rare to have a pension these days anyway, but if you do have it, yeah, couple thousand on the high side, 5,000, that's an incredible pension. But started doing the planning work with one of our certified financial planners, and my goodness, and this is why you need a comprehensive approach to your finances, because all 6 areas of their financial life had key, crucial financial decisions. I mean, even just with the pension decision and whether to retire or not, could this work, semi-retire, big decisions within present financial position, that's their cash flow, huge decisions with health insurance and life insurance and some of their protection planning, tax planning, whether they should be doing Roth conversions and those sorts of things in the semi-retired state before Social Security. Of course, what to do with the 401k and the other investments, that's investment planning. And goal number one, objective number one in the planning relationship, can I retire? Retirement planning, that's the 5th area, building out that 5-factor retirement plan. And then no estate plan, but worse yet, how he decided to draw his pension was based on his life only. And so if something happens to him, especially early in retirement, that big pension stops completely. And so from an estate planning standpoint, lots of big decisions to make there. This is why you need a comprehensive approach to your financial life. Well, in working with the individual, he said, all right, well, now that I'm retired from this employer where I'm getting my pension, let's go ahead and transfer my 401k over to an IRA. And the financial advisor, certified financial planner, said, we want to. I don't think we want to transfer all of it. Here's the thing. Yeah, this individual is drawing his pension, about $5,000 a month, but he said, is that enough between that and the part-time income? Is that enough for you guys to live and have enough cash flow before Social Security starts? They're thinking starting at age 62. And they said they didn't know. They weren't sure, and they started doing the math and started doing the work with their certified financial planner, and it didn't look like it. It looked like, well, they might need some more income coming in to help supplement that pension before their Social Security starts. Well, this certified financial planner, building out that 5-factor retirement plan, was able to find a plan that's able to work, but it's predicated on both of them working part-time and earning a certain amount. And if they're not able to, they might need to start drawing dollars out of their retirement accounts. Some of you can see this issue right now. If you're not yet age 59 and a half and you make a withdrawal from your pre-tax retirement accounts, that withdrawal is not only taxable, it's also subject to an early withdrawal penalty of 10%. However, that's where the rule of 55 comes in. The rule of 55 states that if you retire, if you terminate employment from an employer after reaching age 55, and technically when you look at it, it's the year that you turn age 55 or after. If you terminate your employment with that employer, you could draw funds out of that employer's 401k and avoid the early withdrawal penalty. It'd still be taxable. Pre-tax dollars you'd be drawing out would still be taxable, federal and state and local if those apply to you, but you would avoid the 10% withdrawal penalty as long as you terminated employment in the year you turn 55 or after with that employer. This applies to 401ks, 403bs, does not apply to IRAs. Therefore, working with the certified financial planner, he recommended, of the nest egg that you'd built up, we don't need to leave all of it at the 401k. It is appropriate to get some diversification and so on, but we cut a large chunk and left that in the 401k and transferred everything else out of the 401k into the IRA, and then we invested the 401k dollars, the residual, the amount that was there, and very low risk investments such that if they needed to, during this couple of year time period before turning age 59 and a half, if they needed to draw money out because the part-time income, either they lost jobs or had to switch jobs or they weren't earning enough and they needed to draw some dollars out of their retirement accounts, they could do so out of this 401k, pay taxes but avoid the early withdrawal penalty, and do so from an investment that didn't have a lot of volatility just in case the market was throwing a tantrum at the time they needed the withdrawal as well. The rest of the dollars invested to fill out the rest of that personal pension plan. So the intermediate bucket and the long-term bucket, those were invested inside different strategies within their IRA that they transferred those dollars to. And we built out that personal pension plan for them uniquely within his 401k via the rule of 55, and then to supplement that, his IRA. Would that ever apply to you? Do you plan to retire early before age 59 and a half? And if so, what resources are at your disposal to supplement your income? Make sure that you're working with a certified financial planner on that so you know your choices and can plan appropriately. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K. WiseMoneyShow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.